Jonathan Hickman is coming on to X-Men. He's taking over the X-Men books. And it's weird. Why am I starting the video off like that? Well, because guess what? This book doesn't even matter. I think issue 22, Matthew Rosenberg is coming off of the series, right? All of the X-Men books are actually getting canceled. This is really funny. So this almost makes this whole Age of X-Men event worthless. This book worthless. Because apparently this is going to be a big revolution moment that changes everything. In fact, they even build it up as such. So here it is, the next big moment in X-Men. And then they have kind of the big moments. The original X-Men, Giant Size X-Men, X-Men #1 from the 90s with that really awesome Jim Lee cover that everyone bought. They all thought this was going to be some big book. And then Age of Apocalypse, and then, of course, the excellent new X-Men run. And then it's going to be House of X, Powers of X, July. So how is this going to, so Age of X-Men is basically worthless? Are they going to tie it in? And it's really such a shame because I was actually digging this run. I was digging the team, digging the artwork, but anything that's happening here, none of this matters. They're probably going to fix everything. I was digging the team. I thought this team was actually pretty cool. Look at this. I was having fun, but it doesn't even matter. So there's a lot of cool stuff they're doing in here. They actually fight Mr. Sinister, who shows up, and they have a pretty fun little battle with him. It looks like he has a plan because he ends up just giving up during the fight. And I was generally having a good time. I still enjoyed this issue, and I would still recommend it. If you like a good, fun X-Men comic, I think this has been a pretty decent run. But, after finding out the entire X-Men line is canceled for this big event, it's like, so you're saying none of this matters. So why am I even reading this? What's the point of reading this? Why? It's really discouraging to know that none of the plot points in this matter then. And it's got a good plot. So if you don't know, Scott Summers and Emma Frost. And I got to say, I also really like that Dark Beast is on the team. I've really been enjoying that. It's been refreshing. It's something different. And I'm going off on a tangent. Scott Summers and Emma Frost were a thing. And there's this whole thing okay, we're going to go after Emma Frost now. And you're thinking, because they were a couple for a long time in the books. And you're thinking, okay, there's going to be some good drama there. But he's like, oh, I don't know who she is at all. Almost like the whole team has no idea who she is because she's a strong telepath and she erased them. She erased all of their knowledge because her and Scott had a link telepathically. So, because there was a really good storyline where she was cheating on Jean by linking with Emma. That's a long time ago, but that's all been erased. And they're like, who is he? Kane apparently said they were close. Juggernaut, And they're not trusting him because of who he is. But that's a really good plot point. Okay, what is Emma Frost up to? Because she was just in... Maybe this is a continuity problem, right? Because remember, she was just in the Iceman books not that long ago. But now nobody knows who she is. I think that's a pretty interesting concept that, hey... Emma Frost is up to some shenanigans. She seems to have erased herself from the memories of the remaining X-Men. I'd like to know what's going on with that. And they hint to it right here. She's back in her Black Queen type gear. This is interesting. Mystique's there with her. It's like, what's going on? But it doesn't matter because as soon as this hits 22, it's ending and it's going into... House of X, Powers of X. It's really dissatisfying, and I'm really sick of Marvel doing this. They're like, oh, we're going to cancel the whole X-Men line. Again? You just kind of did it with Age of X-Men, so you're going from an event to another event. Okay. Clearly, you have no idea what your fan bases want. I just want a good Uncanny X-Men book. So far, I've been getting it. Now, I like Jonathan Hickman. I think it'll probably be a damn good series, to be honest. And I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check out both of his books. But it doesn't change the fact that this is disheartening. And I feel like I've wasted my time reading this because it doesn't matter. In 4 issues, it's not going to matter. And that's kind of the point that I'm making. So let me know what you think about this. Leave your comment. What do you think about Jonathan Hickman's X-Men run? Do you think that he's going to pull it off? Are you disheartened like me? Have you been reading this and enjoying it? Do you feel like you've been wasting your time now? Because I sure do feel like I've been wasting my time. That's what Marvel loves to do. Marvel loves wasting people's time. They love wasting everyone's money and time. That's what Marvel does. So yeah, throw that like up if you would. Subscribe. And yeah, look at those big boobies. Emma Frost, somebody they have no idea what to do with. And that's the thing about Marvel. Look at this. We got a sexy woman. Let's make her a villain because sexy women are villains. That's the Marvel way. Take care, guys.